Good morning, students. Students, in the previous video, we have discussed about the active and the passive voices. Plus, we have seen the rules to change the active voice in the passive voice. Then, we saw the types of sentences that can be changed from its active voice into the passive voice. That is, the present tense and the past tense. We saw that all the three forms of the present and the past tense can be changed into the passive voice. Now today we will see about the future tense that can be changed into passive voice. So the active form of future tense which can be changed into the passive voice, and the rules are: suppose if the future tense is simple, then we know very well that along with the simple future tense, what we do? We simply use will or shall, plus we use the first form of the verb. So if the sentence is shall and will, and if there is first form of the verb, then what to do in passive voice? It will be changed into shall be and will be plus past participle. That is the third form of the verb. So this is the rule. Okay, that is shall and will plus first form of the verb will be your simple future tense, and shall be and will be plus past participle will be your passive voice of the simple future tense. Now see the second rule. Second sentence. If it is a future continuous, then there will not be any change. Now children, we have got total 4 different types of tenses in which we cannot do anything. And these are all the perfect continuous plus future continuous. Okay. Here only in this block I'll write that what are these. Number 1 is no change. Then present, perfect, continuous, past, perfect, continuous, and future perfect continuous. Then no need of writing the rule. There will be no change. Whatever the sentence will be as it is. Okay. Now see the next rule, that is with a perfect tense. And we know very well, if there is a perfect tense, we have to use have or has plus third form of the verb. And if it is a future perfect, then what to do? We will use will and shall have plus third form of the verb. Okay. Now see the sentence. While changing it into the passive, we will use have been plus third form of the verb. Rest everything will be the same. That is will have been, shall have been plus third form of the verb. That is past participle. So this is the rule now. Now see the sentences. He will read a book. Okay. He will read a book. Once again, this is your subject. This is your main verb, helping verb, and object. The same thing we can see here also. This is the subject. This will be the main verb, helping verb, and the object. Now change this. Again, come to the rule. A book. Okay. Will be or shall be. So will is given. What we will write? We will write will be, third form of the verb, read, conversion of he into him along with preposition by him. Understood? Now see this perfect example, perfect tense example. He will have read a book. He will have. So rule number 1 is identification. Rule number 2 is conversion. Now you convert. a book. Okay. Here we will write him. Okay. Now, a book will have been read. Then preposition and him. A book will have been read by him. This is your future perfect tense. Now children, all the steps plus this rule is suitable for this. All the steps. Number 1, identification. Number 2, interchanging. Number 3, conversion of third form. Conversion of verb into the third form. Number 4 will be addition of helping verb. And number 5 will be addition of preposition just before the subject. So this is your sentence. A book will have been read by him. So all the students, you are requested to learn all the 5 steps as well as all this rule. Then only it will be very easy for you to convert active voice into the passive voice. Okay. Now, almost the rules are okay. We have few more points in the text, children. And the points are, when a verb is in the active voices, takes 2 objects, there are 2 forms in the passive voice. What is? When the verb in the active voice takes 2 objects. If there are 2 objects, then there are 2 forms in the passive voice. See, your aunt teaches us English. Clear? This is your active sentence. Now, in this, you see, English is the direct object and us is the indirect object. Okay, once again children, see the sentence. Your aunt teaches, suppose if without us, your aunt teaches English, then it's a normal sentence and we can definitely change this. English is taught by your aunt. That's it. But here what is this? See the sentences. Your aunt teaches us English. We have 2 objects in this. Number 1 is direct object, which is English, and second is indirect object, which is us. Now, we can change this into passive voice in 2 forms. Form number 1. We are taught English by your aunt. Clear? We are taught English by your aunt. So, definitely the subject has gone at the end, by your aunt. By will be the preposition. So, rule has been satisfying here also. We are taught English. Teach has been changed into taught. We are taught English by your aunt. Or what other sentence we can frame? English is taught to us by your aunt. So this is the second important method by which we can change the active voice into the passive voice. So if there are 2 objects in a sentence, then we have 2 forms, 2 methods to change the active voice into the passive voice. Okay, now see. Active verb founded by prepositions are retained when they are changed into passive voice. He did not care for me. Okay, he did not care for me. And the passive will be, I was not cared by him. When an interrogative sentence are changed into passive voice, they retain their interrogative form. Who wrote this book? By whom was this book written? So these are the sentences, children, that if there is any negative sentence, then what to do? We have to use the sentence, I was not cared by him. It's a normal sentence. But in the interrogative sentences, what to do? They will retain their interrogative form. So, interrogative forms will be as it is. Who wrote this book? By whom was this book written? Clear? Now, see some more examples. Number 1 is modal auxiliaries. We have few modal auxiliaries: can, could, may, might, should, would, must, ought to. And see their examples. May God bless you with good health. Now this is the active sentence. Change it into the passive. May you be blessed with good health. Second is, we should obey traffic rules. Sentence will be, the traffic rules should be obeyed by us. Okay, so the rules will be the auxiliary plus root verb of the form verb, and passive voice auxiliary plus be plus third form of the verb. So in the active voice, we will see the auxiliary plus root form of the verb. Auxiliary may be can, could, may, might, should, would, must, ought to. Okay, anything can be auxiliary plus form of the verb, as in it is required. What to do in the passive? In the passive, what we will do? Auxiliary plus be plus third form of the verb. And that's why the sentence is written as, traffic rules should be obeyed by us. Clear? Now, you come and see the commands. Okay. Yes, commands. Sell this bicycle off. And see the sentence. Let this bicycle be sold off. Or the bicycle should be sold off. Now see the rules. Active voice. The sentence begin with the root form of the verb sell. Let the object plus be plus past. Once again children, everything is same. Only we have to use that let in the beginning. Then everything will be the same. That is, the object will come first. Then we'll use be plus third form of the verb, and then the conversion of the subject. So everything is same. Only we have to use the let in the beginning. So because the word has been started with a sell. So sentence begin with let. For example, let us go for a walk. It is suggested that we should go out for a walk. So let plus the infinitive without to, or passive voice, let be plus past participle form of the verb. So in a very simple way children, wherever some auxiliaries are given, then that has to be used in the beginning. If some words like let and some different words are given, then that has to be used in the beginning, and after that be plus past participle, and every rule will be the same. So this is all about the chapter active and passive voice. Now in the next part we will see the exercise of the same chapter. Till then children, you just go through the whole chapter and revise it. You see the videos carefully and revise each and every point. Thank you everyone.